Hello friends. In this session, I discuss on various source of data and application in data mining. Data mining is a significant method where previously unknown and potentially useful information is extracted from the vast amount of data. The data mining process involves several components. Various industries have been adopting data mining to their mission. Critical business processing to gain competitive advantage and help business growth. Data mining applications have refined the art of detecting variation and patterns in huge data sets for prediction of desired types of results. Its characteristics and advantage have made it very popular among companies. It can be effectively used for increasing profits, reducing unnecessary cost, working out or understanding users' interest, and many more. So, I have started this session for the basic definition of data mining. The process of extracting information to identify patterns, trends, and useful data that would allow the business to take the data driven decision from huge set of data is called data mining. In other words, we can say that data mining is the process of investigating hidden patterns of information to various perspectives for characterization into useful data, which is collected and assembled in particular areas such as data warehouse, efficient analysis, data mining algorithms, helping decision making, and other data requirement to eventually cost cutting and generating revenue. Data mining is the act of automatically searching for large stores of information to find trends and patterns that go beyond simple analysis procedures. Data mining utilizes complex mathematical algorithms for data segments and evaluates the probability of future events. Data mining is also called knowledge discovery of data. So I hope you can understand the definition of data mining. Now, I discuss the type of source which is used in data mining to find the useful patterns. First type is object relational database. Object relational database are constructed based on the object relational data model. This model extends the relational model by providing a rich data type for handling complex objects and object orientation. Each object has associated with its the following fields. First is a set of variables that describe the objects. This corresponds to attributes in the entity relationship and relational models. Second is a set of message that the object can use to communicate with other objects or with the rest of the database system. Third is a set of methods where each method holds the code to implement a message. Upon receiving a message, the method returns a value in response. For instance, the method for the message get photo for employee will retrieve and return a photo of the given employee objects. Objects that share a common set of properties can be grouped into an object class. Each object is an instance of its class. Object class can be organized into class or subclass. Hierarchy shows that each class represents properties that are common to object in that class. Next type is temporal database. A temporal database typically stores relational data that include time-relevant attributes. These attributes may involve several time steps, each having different semantics. Or we can say temporal data is collected to analyze weather patterns and other environmental variables, monitor traffic conditions, study demographic trends, and so on. Next type is text database. Text database are database that contains word description of objects. These word description are usually not simple keywords, but rather long sentence or paragraphs, such as product specification, error or bug reports, warning message, summary reports, notes, or other documents. Text database may be highly unstructured or such as some web page on the World Wide Webs. Some text database may be somewhat structured, that is semi-structured, such as email message and many HTML or XML web page, where other are relatively well structured, such as library, catalogs, database. Text database with highly regular structures typically can be implemented using relational database systems. By mining text data, one may uncover general and concise description of the text documents, keywords, or content association, as well as clustering behavior of text objects. Next type is flat file. Flat files are actually the most common data source of data mining algorithm, especially at the research level. Flat files are simple data files in text or binary format with a structure known by the data mining algorithm to be applied. The data in this file can be transactions, time series data, and scientific measurements. Or we can say flat file is defined as data file in text form or binary form with structure that can be easily extracted by data mining algorithms. Data stored in flat files have no relationship or path among themselves. Like if a relational database is stored on flat file, then there will be no relation between the tables. Flat files are responsible by data dictionary like CSV files, application in used in data warehousing to store data, used in carrying data to and from servers, etc. Now, next type is relational database. A relational database consists of a set of tables containing either value of entity attributes or value of attributes from entity relationship. Table have columns and row, where columns represent attributes and row represent tuples. A tuple is a relational table corresponds to either an object or a relationship between objects and is identified by a set of attributes value representing a unique key. Or we can say a database system, also called a database management system, consists of a collection of interrelated data known as database and a set of software program to manage and access the data. A relational database is defined as the collection of data organized in tables with row and columns. Physical schema in relational database is a schema which defines the structure of tables. Logical schema in relational database is a schema which defines the relationship among tables. Standard API of relational database is SQL. Application used like data mining, ROLAP model, etc. Example like table, ER diagram. Now, next type is data warehouse. A data warehouse as a storehouse is a repository of data collected from multi-data source, or we can say heterogeneous, and is intended to be used as a whole under the same unified schema. A data warehouse gives the option to analyze data from different sources, divide the sum or same roof. Data from the different stores would be loaded, cleaned, transformed, and integrated to others or to gathers. Or we can say a data warehouse is defined as the collection of data integrated from multiple sources that will queries and decision makings. There are three types of data warehouse like enterprise data warehouse, data mart, and virtual data warehouse. Two approach can be used to update data in data warehouse with the help of query driven approach and update driven approach. A data warehouse is usually modeled by a multidimensional database structure where each dimension corresponds to an attributes or a set of attributes in the schema, and each cell stores the value of some agreements measures such as count or cell amount. Example like multinational organizations, application used in business decision making, data mining, etc. Now, next type is multimedia database. Multimedia database includes video, images, audio, and text media. They can be stored on extended object relational or object oriented database or simply on a file system. Multimedia is characterized by its high dimensionality, which makes data mining even more challenging. Data mining from multimedia repository may require computer vision, computer graphics, image interpretation, and natural language processing methodologies. Or we can say multimedia database consists audio, video, image, and text media. They can be stored on object-oriented database. They are used to store complex information in a pre-specified formats. Or we can say multimedia database store image, audio, and video data. They are used in applications such as picture, content-based retrieval, voicemail system, video on demand system, the World Wide Web, and speech-based user interface that recognize spoken commands. Multimedia database must support large objects because data objects such as video can require gigabytes of storage. Specialized storage and search techniques are also required because video and audio data require real-time retrieval at the study and predetermined rate in order to avoid picture or sound gaps and system buffer overflows. Such data are referred to as continuous media data. Example like all types of video files, music files, image files. Application use is digital library, video on demand, news on demands, musical database, etc. Now, next type is spatial database. Spatial database are database that is addition to usual data. Store geographical information like maps and global or regional repository or repositioning. It store geographical information, or we can say it store data in the form of coordinates, topologies, lines, polygons, etc. Application like map, global positioning, or etc. Or we can say spatial database contains spatial relational information. Examples include geographic database, very large scale integration, or computer aided design database, and medical and satellite image database. Spatial data may be represented in raster format, consisting of n-dimensional bits maps or pixel maps. For example, a 2D satellite's image may be represented as raster data, where each pixel registers the rainfall in a given area. Maps can be represented in vector format, where roads, building, bridge, and lakes are represented as a union or overlay of basic geographic construction such as points, lines, polygons, and other partitions and networks formed by these components. Example like weather information and Google Maps. Next type is time series database. Time series database contains time-related data such as stock market data or logged activities. This database usually have a continuous flow of new data coming in, which sometimes base the need for a challenging real-time analysis. Or we can say time series database contains stock exchange data and user logged activities, handles array for numbers indexed by time, date, etc. It requires real-time analysis. Application like ExtremeDB, Graphites, InfluxDB, etc. Example we can use in stock market application. Next type is World Wide Web. The World Wide Web is the most heterogeneous and dynamic repository available. Data in the World Wide Web is organized in interconnected documents. These documents can be text, audio, video, raw data, and even applications. The content of the web, which includes documents available, the structure of web, which covers the hyperlinks and the relationship between documents, and the uses of web describe how and when the resources are accessed. It can be added relating by dynamic nature or evolution of the documents. Data mining in the World Wide Web or web mining tries to address all these issues and is often divided into web content mining, web structure mining, and web uses mining. Or we can say WWW refers to World Wide Web is a collection of documents and resources like audio, video, text, etc. or etc., which are identified by uniform research locators through web browser, linked by HTML pages, and accessible via internet networks. It is most heterogeneous repository as it collects data from multiple resources. It is dynamic in nature as volume of data is continuously increase and changing. Application use is online shopping, job search, research study, etc. Example like web mining, text mining. Now, next type is heterogeneous and legacy database. A heterogeneous database consists of a set of interconnected autonomous components database. The components communicate in order to exchange information and answer queries. Example like ATM machine. Or we can say a heterogeneous database consists of a set of interconnected autonomous component database. The component communicate in order to exchange information and answer queries. Objects in one component database may differ greatly from objects in other components database, making it difficult to assimilate their semantics into the overall heterogeneous database. In legacy database is a group of heterogeneous database that combines different kinds of database systems such as relational or object-oriented database, hierarchical database, network database, spreadsheets, multimedia database, or file systems. The heterogeneous database in a legacy database may be connected by interior intercomputer networks. Example like network systems, multimedia. Or we can say a legacy database is a group of heterogeneous database that combines different kinds of data system such as relational or object-oriented database, hierarchical database, network database, spreadsheets, multimedia database, or file systems. The heterogeneous database is a legacy database may be connected by intra or intercomputer networks. Next type is data streams. Many applications involve the generation and analysis of a new kind of data called stream data, where data flow in and out of an observation platform or window dynamically. Such data streams have the following unique features like huge or possibly infinite volume, dynamically changing, flowing in and out in a fixed order, allowing only one or a small number of scans, and demanding fast response time. Typical example of data streams include various kind of scientific and engineering data, time series data, and data produced in other dynamic environments such as power supply, network traffic, stock exchange, telecommunication, web link streams, video surviving, and weather or environment monitoring. So, I hope you are understand in which way data are used in data mining. Now, I explain application of data mining which is used in real life. The first is data mining in healthcare. Data mining in healthcare has excellent potential to improve the health system. It uses data and analytics for better insights and to identify best practice that will enhance healthcare service and reduce cost. Analysts use data mining approach such as machine learning, multidimensional database, data visualization, soft computing, and statistics. Data mining can be used to forecast patients in each categories. The processor ensures that the patient get intensive care at the right place and at the right time. Data mining also enables healthcare insurance to recognize frauds and absence. Next is data mining in market basket analysis. Market basket analysis is a modeling methods based on hypothesis. If you buy a specific group of products, then you are more likely to buy another group of products. These techniques may enable the retailer to understand the purchase behavior of a buyer. This data may assist the retailer in understanding the requirements of the buyers and altering the store's layout accordingly. Using a different analytics comparison of result between various stores, between customers in different demographic groups can be done. Now, next is data mining in education. Education data mining is a newly emerging field concerned with developing techniques that explore knowledge for the data generated from educational environments. EDM objectives are recognized as encouraging students' future learning behaviors, studying the impact of educational supports, and proving learning science. An organization can use data mining to make discussion and also to predict the result of the students. With the result, the institution can concentrate on what to teach and how to teach. Now, next is data mining in manufacturing engineering. Knowledge is the best asset processed by manufacturing company. Data mining tools can be beneficial to find patterns in a complex manufacturing process. Data mining can be used in system level decisioning to obtain the relationship between product architecture, product portfolios, and data need of the customers. It can also be used for forecast the product development period, cost, and expectation among the other tasks. Now, next is data mining in CRM, or we can say customer relationship management. Customer relationship management is also about obtaining and holding customers, also enhancing customer loyalty and implementing customer oriented strategies to get a decent relationship with customer. A business organization needs to collect data and analyze data. With data mining technology, to collect data can be used for analytics. Now, next is data mining in fraud detection. Billions of dollars are lost to the action of frauds. Traditional methods of fraud detection are a little bit time consuming and sophisticated. Data mining provides meaningful patterns and turning data into information. An idea fraud detection system should protect the data of all the users. Supervised method consists of a collection of sample records, and these records are classified as fake or non-fake. A model is constructed using this data, and the technique is made to identify whether the document is frauds or not. Next is data mining in lie detection. Arresting a criminal is not a big deal, but bringing out the truth from him is a very challenging task. Law Enforcement may use data mining technique to investigate offense, monitors suspected terrorist communication, etc. This technique includes text mining also, and it seeks meaningful patterns in data, which is usually unstructured text. This information collected from the previous investigation is compared and model for lie detection is constructed. Next is data mining, financial banking. The digitization of the banking system is supposed to generate an huge amount of data with every new transaction. The data mining technique can help bankers by solving business related problems in banking and finance by identifying trends, causalities, and correlations in business information and market cost that are not instantly evident to manager or executives because the data volume is too large or are produced too rapidly on the screen by expert. The manager may find this data for better targeting, acquiring, retaining, segmenting, and maintaining a port or profitable customer. Now, next is communication. Data mining techniques are used in communication sector to predict customer behavior, to offer highly targeted and relevant campaigns. Now, next is retail. Data mining techniques helps retail malls and grocery stores identify and arrange most sellable items in the most attentive positions. It helps store owners to come with the offer which encourage customer to increase their spendings. Next is service providers. Service providers like mobile phones and utility industry use data mining to predict the reasons when customer level their company. They analyze billing details, customer service interaction, complaints made to the company to assign each customer a probability score and offer incentives. Now, next is supermarket. Data mining allows supermarkets developed rule to predict if their shopper, shoppers were likely to be expecting. By evaluating their buying patterns, they would find women customers who are most likely baby. They can start targeting products like baby powder, baby shop, ice cream, and so on. Next is e-commerce. E-commerce websites use data mining to offer cross-sell and upsell through their websites. One of the most famous name is Amazon, who use data mining technique to get more customer into their e-commerce stores. So I hope you are understand this example in which data mining is used. So thank you friends watching this video. I hope you can understand the types of source data and application using data mining. Thank you.